greet the brand new day. The sun is up, the sky is blue, it's beautiful, and so are you.
So the third thing, the third issue is what happens when the plan needs to change, right? So we'll continue our flying analogy, right? So you're flying a plane from San Francisco to Hawaii. You've done the work, right? You know which direction, you know you're trying to get to Hawaii, you got the plan, you got the compass heading, you're making these slight, we'll call strategic changes, right? Owning a little bit more of this, a little less of that, based on crosswinds, right? Imagine that idea where you can, now there's a real problem. There's a recession. There's a hurricane, a proverbial hurricane, economic hurricane. That straight line, that compass heading from San Francisco to Hawaii, if there is a hurricane right in the center of that, is now no longer the fastest way to get there, right? It might actually be the fastest way to make sure you don't get there, right? To fly through a hurricane, probably. That's why there's pilots, right? That's why there's pilots on board. So you need to make sure that you have a portfolio manager, not a relationship manager, which we'll talk about. Not somebody who's just managing you, but somebody who actually knows how to manage the money to keep that plane safe, to keep you safe, to get to the destination, right? You got to get from here to there, and things are going to change. What's the plan? Do you have a plan? Is the implementation of that been put together in a disciplined way, using this fiduciary standard? And what's the plan when things get choppy? Because they will, right? Markets don't just go up. It'd be easier if they did, right? But what happens when markets really change? What's the plan? And not, don't worry, we'll adjust then. What's the change? What's the plan? What are you going to change? Why are you going to change that? Show me that that works. Show me that that's a proven strategy. Show me that there's something there that can help keep me and my family and my life's work safe. Because that's what this is about. This is about the money that you've worked hard for your whole life. And you've given it to somebody to entrust them to make sure you arrive safely. You deserve to understand that plan. You deserve to understand where they came up with that asset allocation to make sure it's based on a fiduciary standard and an objective discipline. And you deserve to know that if something changes, the market changes. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. We know markets change. We know they go through cycles. They don't just go up, right? Bull market, bear market. We have these terms for a reason. What happens? What's the plan? What's the discipline behind the curtain that's going to help keep these assets safe? That's it. Simple. Simple stuff that almost nobody does. Very rarely do we see it. We should see it more. Everybody should do it.